Jiu-jitsu definitely, I mean, people can get into all kinds of weird stuff, right? People get into surfing, people get into skiing, people get into rock climbing. There's definitely something more in jiu-jitsu that gets into people's heads.
Yeah.
And it definitely happened to me. I mean, I was completely, and I still am. I mean, I still cannot like stop a YouTube video of a cool move. I mean, I just have to watch it.
Yeah.
And I think it's because there's such a cerebral part of it. There's something about it. And I see this, you know, we teach kids, and you'll see the knucklehead kids, the kind of knuckle dragon kids are kind of big. They don't really get it. But then you get this kid, like some smart kid, you can tell they're smart. And those are the kids that get really into jiu-jitsu because they realize like, oh, if I learn this, I can beat that big kid.
Yeah.
And that's where it starts. But yeah, jiu-jitsu can definitely be addictive.
Well, jiu-jitsu is the only martial art where it really works like in the Bruce Lee movie.
Yeah.
Where the little guy really can beat the big guy.
My son asked me, hey, Dad, is there really such a thing as superpowers? And I'm like, jiu-jitsu.
It's definitely a superpower.
It's a superpower, you know. And if you remember the days before anybody knew it, if you knew a little tiny bit, man, you were just no one could stop you. It was awesome. Like combat, it reflects life. And if the day you start saying that you're good to go, like in a leadership position or whatever task you're working on, the day you say, I've learned everything there is to learn about this, is the day you start to lose. And I know that humility is something that you have to keep yourself in check because again, I got asked the other day, you know, when were you at, you know, when was your high point of leadership? And I'm like, I never had a high point of leadership. I was always trying to learn. I was always trying to figure out what I was doing wrong and what mistakes I was making. Because if you don't do that, that's something I learned from jiu-jitsu. You know, if you don't do that, then you're going to get passed by and other people are going to figure some new way of doing it and you're going to be left in the dark.